if you truly know who you are, no one can ever insult you.
I love that.
Yeah, like if someone calls me a bitch, I'll be like,
yeah, but I know I'm not one, so.
Oh no, I am a little bit. So
well, okay, I was trying to go with that.
It depends who called. If my mum or probably Donald called me a bitch, I'll be like, yeah.
And she's so
get the fuck out my circle.
Okay,
we can definitely.
We're nice people. We promise. We're very nice people.
Okay, so I just wanted to start doing some YouTube videos. I feel like you're taller than me.
I know. I'm like really.
I just wanted to do a YouTube video with Kimberly here. I will be doing some other YouTube videos as well, just on some little pointers to help you get through life. This one is about resilience. So one of my gorgeous friends here, Kim, how long have you been doing your business for?
4.5 years.
So she's done online business and she started it from the bottom, and honestly, like, so much credit to her, because watching her do it, she was kind of like very on her own. It wasn't really the thing to do back then. You were probably like, it just started, I feel like it's just started to get into fashion probably in the last like year or two.
Yeah.
And there was probably a lot of people saying like, you can't do this. I'm pretty sure I probably would have said that as well. Like, what are you doing? And like, you had like your parents say, what did your dad say?
Oh, my dad, I feel like he's still waiting for me to get a real job.
And like, it's just crazy that we've got this opportunity now that we can make money online, but I feel like our parents and stuff are just like, you can't do this, what are you doing? So I just wanted to talk to Kim about making an online business, because a lot of people are trying to do it at the moment and it's not easy, and I know she's obviously been through it and still going through it. She obviously wants to get bigger, and I guess it's like there is no real start, middle, end.
Yeah, definitely no end.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the start now. I know now. It's like a new chapter to it all, so.
I feel like, so true. You're at a bit where you can be a little bit cruisier because you got the income.
Yeah.
But mentally you've just figured everything out.
Yeah.
So it's taken her 4 years, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to rattle off some questions for her to get us started, and we're just going to go with the flow. And so what attracted you to doing an online business?
Yeah, I like that question. Actually, no one's ever asked me that. I wanted to earn more money. So I was finishing my last year of university. So I knew like you have to go to uni to get paid, like to make good money in the future. I couldn't actually find work in my industry. Like there was too many of us and not enough jobs out there. And then I knew the only way I could actually make money was by time trading. Yeah. So I actually was teaching Pilates, and I knew the only way if I wanted to earn more money, I had to teach more classes. And that's more time I'm giving, and was exhausting. So that's why like transferring to an online business is, it is the world of the entrepreneur. I think I said that right.
Yeah.
Right now, it's all about the entrepreneur, and again, didn't know it at the time, but I just knew that if I could build something online, it's a way of making money without having to time trade. Yes. And that's, if that makes sense.
And getting locked into the 9 to 5. Yeah. So we'll talk about resilience and everything. Like obviously there were times that you wanted to give up.
Yes, there's been a few of those.
So what made you get through those?
Well, I guess like the biggest challenge with being an entrepreneur is it's your challenge with yourself. So many of us want to, have our say, have our word, put ourselves out there. We don't really know how to do it. And it's all about learning and growing. And there's been times where honestly, you just feel like it gets hard. And I feel like resilience to me is, when you have an online business, you're selling something. Whether you're selling a service or you're selling a product. So in my type of business, it's a product. And people are going to say no. No matter what you do, no matter how much you advertise, promote, build relationships, all the systems of doing this type of business, people are going to say no, and it really does get you down.
Yes.
The rejection, and I'm fearful of rejection. I was someone who, like, Janet,
I don't think anyone would is like okay
rejection.
to do rejection.
Yeah. Janet would know this. Like, I'd always have to have people like me, And I couldn't stand if someone said no, and then there was all this fear. And what I had to realise is I had to build up my resilience to people saying no to me, because not everyone is going to want what I have to offer, and that's the same across the board with online businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've had to build up. I'm like 400 times % more resilient than that. Like, someone could say no to me, like, every now and then. If it's someone who, if I create a friendship or build a relationship, and then I do offer them what I have or show them what I have, I do still get excited, and then they say no, and I'm like, oh, do they
well, I
guess
guess yeah, I guess it would be, and that's the thing. I think that people, when it comes to saying no, I think people probably take it a little bit personal as well, because they're like, yeah, you're like, oh, why don't you like me? But it's not necessarily yourself, like, as a person. It could just be like that product or that service isn't what they need at the time, or they're just not ready for it.
Yeah.
But it's like, you can always just ask them like a few, like, months down the track, years down the track, because I think I said no to you. And
for like a year and a half.
Yeah, and then
I know.
yeah, so it's just one of those things. I think that is, you just have to be okay within yourself.
Yeah. And that's what I had to realise. People aren't saying no to me. They're just saying no to my product or service. So that's, and coming back to your question about when I felt like, I wanted to give up. It's because I was getting so many no's. I felt like I was failing. I felt all this rejection. And the reason that I didn't give up is because, like, in my style of business, like, I always reach out to mentors who help mentor me and coach me. And they're like, no worries, Kim, just quit. You can quit. And I was like, I don't want to quit. Like, I'm not a quitter.
Yeah, that's so good.
Psychology.
That is really good. I like that.
So that's happened a few times. I've had my pity party. I've chucked my tantrum. I'm really good at doing those things. And I think the more resilient I get, the better I am at chucking a tanty, because when it's time to chuck a tanty, I do it.
So I just bring back, because obviously some people don't really know about, like, having a pity party. So when you have a pity party, how much time do you allow to have, like, your pity party?
Maybe like half an hour. Like,
depending on
it
what's
really
going
depends
on
the situation. If it's something that I know it's just me.
Yeah.
I've gotten to the point now, so it's been 4.5 years on this journey of building my own business. I'm at the point now I can snap myself out of it. I am aware of the pity party. When I'm like, poor me, everyone's out to get me, or I'm a failure or whatnot, I can snap out of it.
Yeah.
I used to take a lot longer because I used to be very emotional.
Yes.
So I've learned to find the balance and realise that I can either be a victim, have a pity party, try and invite people into it and whinge to everyone, or I could just get on with it and keep growing. So
yeah, so a pity party is like, obviously, if you're going through a breakup or something really bad happens, like, you need to have that time to let that emotion out of you. Otherwise, if you're like, no, I'm fine, it's just gonna, like, eat you up inside. So if you have, like, a designated pity party, so I think one of my friends kind of had, like, a breakup, and I was like, okay, like, have your little pity party, like, have a few days, like 3 days, whatever, depending on the relationship and everything, and then get back into it. Like, you've had that time to grieve or do your thing and feel sorry for yourself, but there's still a whole world out there that needs you. Yeah. Like, you're done. Like, that's it. So if you're obviously an entrepreneur or something, and this is where you're going, try and figure your little pity party out, like, how much time you're going to allow yourself to feel sorry for yourself. Yeah. And be hard on yourself as well, I think, because I think some people are like, well, I'm going to have a day. And it's like, well, do you really need a day? Or, like, especially if you get one no, don't give yourself a day. Like, you're never going to get anywhere.
Well, they say never quit on a bad day. This is the reason why entrepreneurs are not successful these days, is because they quit on a bad day.
Yeah. And that's a big thing.
They throw a pity party and they never come out of their pity party.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to talk to Kim, because it's taken her 4 years to get to where she is, and she's just at that moment where she's like, oh, it's all kind of making sense. So imagine if she quit, like, 2 years ago, I wouldn't be here talking with you.
Oh gosh, I have no idea what my life would be like.
So what have been the biggest? We'll start with the lows and then we'll go to the highs, because we'll
finish with that.
Yeah. So what was, like, the biggest moment that you were like, your biggest low?
My biggest low? Oh gosh. No, I have had more than one biggest. Okay. Well, it's kind of like...
Or, like, what did you kind of realise when you were in those lows? Like, obviously, because...
The lows... Okay, my biggest low, and this is something I've now worked out, so hopefully, like, if you guys can relate to any of this might be your time to realise it as well, is... it's my self-belief. my self-worth, like not believing I was worthy enough to succeed.
Yeah.
So I never had a fear, well, not consciously a fear of succeeding. I have a fear of failing. It's like a tongue twister.
Yeah.
I never wanted to fail. If I felt like I was failing, I never felt I was like good enough. I've always been like a high achiever because I've always wanted to prove myself. You know, I know so many of us
You definitely have. I went to high school with it.
Yeah. But along the way, there's been, because the way I've run my business, there's certain milestones you can hit and achieve along the way, and it's pretty much the challenge, the battle in your head, believing, can I actually do this? Can I actually break through this next milestone? Can I make this achievement? Can we have this many sales in one whole month or over a 12-month period? Whatever the target is, it was coming down to, can I actually do it? With that. And the other low times is when you really, I found when I've been really excited and you have had the people who love you, and I'm saying this is no one specific time, it's happened at different times over 4.5 years, where you just want their support and they don't give it to you in the way you want it. You feel like they're pulling you down, or they feel like they don't believe in you, and it just makes you feel really shit. Am I allowed to swear on these?
Like, yeah, I swear a lot anyway, so
yeah,
that gives me goosebumps, because they do say that the people closest to you are usually the ones that bring you down, like that tall poppy syndrome. So if you are kind of reaching out to do something different, there's always going to be people like, no, like stay down with us, like we can just do this, and it's like, no, like I know I can do better. Like if you really know deep inside, you're like, this isn't me, I know I have more potential. And everyone probably has that feeling, but it's the people that take action is the biggest thing. Like you can have people that have so much potential and they know they have it, but their fear and everything just gets in the way, and they just don't do anything.
Yeah, and then they allow the people around them to pull them down and keep them down.
Because they're comfortable.
Yeah. Well, I learned, I don't know, like, this has inspired me, so I'll share this. It's kind of on the term of resilience and how I became resilient to my people who were my loved ones bringing me down, or whatever it is. Is I learned that they're actually coming from love.
Yes.
Because, and they're not conscious of it. And when I learned this, I found the love in them is because they, you know, I'm about to grow myself no matter where, like if I'm about to take off on another like period of growth, and you have people that you feel like are just pulling you down, it's because they see you starting to grow. They're actually probably, like they say that they're a bit afraid that they're going to lose you because you're growing into another level, into another potential, and they're staying down here and they love you so much they don't want you to move up a level. And when I realized that, it made me feel so much better. I'm like, they just love me and they want the best for me.
Definitely.
And they're just afraid that they might lose me because I'm off growing.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Like, people are always coming from the best place that they know how.
Yeah.
So whatever they've done to you or said to you, it's like, it's the best they know how. And I think that's just something that you have to remember when you're dealing with a lot of people as well.
Yeah.
Like, you're dealing with a lot of people. It's not like, if you want to build an online brand or website and everything like that, your own business, you're gonna have to deal with a lot of people. It's not like you can just talk to like one or two people and you're done. Like, you're gonna be out there putting yourself out there all the time, and you're always gonna get people saying those sort of things or talking behind your back, and it's just one of those things that you're just gonna have to wear. So I know, like, obviously being friends with you and stuff, obviously there were it was hard, and you've had to change groups. Like leave groups and stuff like
friends.
That.
Which I actually like that I have, because now I don't
definitely for the better.
I get to choose who I associate myself with. Lucky Jana's like, yes, she still loves me.
She still annoys me.
Hey, that's what friends are for. What was I saying? I have learned that I've had to lose friends along the way. I've gained new friends. But I have the right people in my life at the right time, and I love this. This is something we talk about all the time, is you get what you tolerate, and you learn this, like, especially in this style of business, you have to do the personal development to grow yourself. And I realized, okay, what do I want to tolerate? Do I want to tolerate friends who aren't uplifting, aren't supportive? Like, to me, that's not even a friend. So I've learned to be okay with if certain people come in and out of my life at different times. And obviously I keep around my besties that aren't going anywhere. I just remembered that time, and it was a little bit hard because we were hanging out with a certain group, and obviously there was a lot of negative talk, and Kim was just so
good about it in a way that you're just like, I'm not associating with these people anymore. They don't do anything for me. So why should I lose like
who
my
I am.
why should I change who I am when I'm doing what I love and hang around and lose energy with negative people? I should be over here finding more beautiful people. And I think, and it is really hard to do that, I think, to be able to be like, no, these people aren't my people.
Yeah, I feel like you grieve. Like, you definitely go through a period of grieving because you were friends with a certain amount of people or a group of people for a certain amount of time. And, like, I believe your energy changes, your frequency changes. And it's not saying, like, I don't believe anyone who I don't associate with now, I don't believe that they're bad people.
Yeah.
They're just not my people.
Yes.
And I'm not their people, and I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah, definitely. And as well, I think some people like take this the wrong way and they're like, oh, well, you can't hang out with them at all. We're not saying that. We're just saying limit the time that you do spend with people if they're not your people. Because at the end of the day, the time is the only thing that you don't get back. Yeah. So if you're wasting your time with people and you're just sitting there and you're like not really enjoying the conversation or you're not really vibing with people, I think maybe just limit that time. Just maybe only catch up with them every now and then. Or I think that's, like, when I heard that, I was just like, holy shit, like, how am I not going to see these people ever again? Like, I think that's so rude because I'm a big, like, friendships is one of my highest values, and I really, like, the people that are in my circle, I value a lot, and I think you can always get something from someone. Like, someone always has value to add. Each group can have something to offer, so it's just like, okay, what do I want to do today? Who do I want to catch up with? Who am I vibing with? I think that's always a really good thing.
And I've done it. I've learned to, like, what do I want out of today? Like, do I just want to be around good energy and, like, switch off a little bit? Okay, I'll see if these friends are free because we love to do that together. Okay, I'm really in a focused mode. I want to be successful. I want to get lots of shit done. I want to get shit done. I know who I want to spend my time with.
So let's end on your highs.
On my highs. Oh, yes, we're going to get to that. Oh,
it's not all bad, guys.
You got to ask me specifically.
Okay, so what has been the best thing about doing an online business?
Yeah, learning who I am and owning who I am, and, you know, feeling comfortable in my own skin.
Yeah.
No, that's not even the best thing. Learning to love who I am. I've always been someone who's bossy, controlling, certain, powerful. Like, that's me, like masculine energy. You can vouch for me on this one. And I never used to love that about myself. And then I'd always be called it, and I never liked it. Now I own the fact, like, because I know I'm good too. I'm a very nice person. I'm loving, I'm caring.
She'll, like, send you a message and be like, and then if you don't reply, question mark, question mark, question mark. And then you're like, well, that's just Kim. Like, I didn't reply. Yeah. That's just what she's going to do.
So she should have replied. That's bad. There you go.
I
know I am. So
but I'm always, like, doing stuff. And then I'm like, I know I haven't even replied to Alicia, and my phone's there. And it knows as well. She'd be like, you didn't fucking reply.
But I've learned to absolutely love every quality of myself, both perceived positive and negative.
Yeah.
And it's grown my self-worth. And so now I believe, and I'm still growing it. I don't feel like I've hit this, like,
pinnacle.
The pinnacle.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's going to be till the day I die. It will constantly be a journey of growth. But my biggest takeaway from growing my own online business is growing myself to love exactly who I am, attract exactly what I need. And how it's planned out is, you know, I'm not anxious anymore. I have the most amazing relationship with my now husband. And for those who know it, it's 9 years of crazy. And now it's like fine, it's like perfect.
Yeah.
I'm 27. I could retire if I wanted to. Like, I've created this life because I've loved exactly who I am and what I do, and I'm okay with everything.
The biggest thing that I just really, like, some people might not even notice what she's just said there, but the thing that just I love so much is there's people out there that are doing an online business and they're straight away thinking, okay, because you've gone on amazing holidays and you've done amazing things, but the biggest thing that she said was, like, the biggest achievement was personal. And I think, like, there's so many people chasing.
That just gave me tingles.
Yeah, like, it gave me goosebumps because I remember someone saying, like, okay, if you have a Lamborghini, that's, like, fucking amazing. You've got a Lamborghini. That's awesome. You've worked so hard. imagine driving your car to work, your everyday car to work. That feeling, just get in, go. When you have something that's amazing, like a Lamborghini, when you've had it, it just becomes numb. So it's just like driving that everyday car to work. You just get numb to it. And it's not even about like those materialistic goals anymore when I think it comes into these things. It's like personal. It's like who you've become to receive these things, which I think was just so good, because everyone's out there in front of their like new Mercedes,
it's like materialistic. Everyone wants the external materialistic gratification.
But it's like when it comes to someone that has all those things, it's like, actually no, it's just it's
when you learn to like say like, I don't need those things. Like we're literally selling, our house is half empty. We're selling everything. Like I still drive a Toyota Yaris. It's the best car ever. I love it. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm selling her.
I'm actually a little bit sad because it's like that teal colour, and it's just like
so me. And we're getting rid of everything because I'm so happy and content here. So many people in life, like pretty much everyone, unless you were conscious of this, we chase the material, we chase the external for the instant gratification. And once it's gone, it's like shopping, right? I used to always, what's it called? Shopping. When you're trying to so people always have like those things, and why can't I think of the word? You guys probably know. But you just shop for the sake of it because you need a fix. Well, anyway, I used to do that all the time. It's just literally to get the instant gratification, and then when that's gone, you look for something else. Once you have it in here, and you find the love in here, and it's just so okay. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like there's time, but like I'm not always perfect. No, I'm not perfect. By saying I'm not always perfect means I think I'm perfect. I don't think that, but I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think that's awesome because it does come down to materialistic stuff a lot of the time, and I feel like it's really internal, and social media these days, it just fucks people up, I really think.
So it does. You've got to use it to your benefit. When you do online businesses, you have to use social media to your benefit, not get sucked in by it.
Yeah, just be aware, guys. But I just wanted, when she said that, I was just like, wow, there's so much she could have just said right then. Like, how many times have you been to America and stuff?
3 times.
Yeah,
traveling so much.
They could be her highs, but it's it's not even, it's just internal. So
I think the person that I've become.
Well, I'm just gonna leave it on that because that's just amazing. But if you want to so what's your Instagram name?
Well, I've got 2.
Okay. How will we find you, Kim?
Okay, so you can follow my personal Instagram is KimKent_official because my married name is very
I might
generic.
just put it under there.
Yeah, we'll put it in, and my business is The Wellness Girl Co.
Yeah.
So at The Wellness Girl Co.
So if you want to follow her and see what she does over in Canada and everything like that,
go
check her out.
Lots of Canada spam.
And do you have Facebook as well?
Yes. Thanks, same name. Kim.
Oh, okay. That's easy then. All right, guys.
We're mutual friends. So if you're friends with Jana, you'll find me through her friends.
She'll probably be in a tag photo.
Just look at the photo that's on my face.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and I really hope you got some golden nuggets in there and you can apply it. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
And I feel like more people should be open to other areas of making money, not just in their normal day-to-day job. I feel like there's so many options out there for us now, like the generation like Y and the millennials and stuff, and even like the older generations, if they jump on board, if you want to make more money, there's so many ways. Like you've got people doing lash extensions, spray tans, you've got people doing gym clothes, you've got people doing like pot plants and everything, like paintings. Like there's so, if you're good at something, just do it on the side, to make some extra money. I think. And you've got online businesses, multi-level marketing, there's just so much out there now. If you're complaining about your wage, then go find something to do, because there's so much out there. You just need to find your little niche.